Hey! Oh, let me finish making my Instagram post. Maybe some of people from my real life will show up. Hi, guys, because this is not real life. This is fake life, if you didn't know. Okay. Happy late Thanksgiving, folks. Hope it was lovely for you. Mine was pretty good. When more people get here, I will tell you. Oh, I will tell you all about it. I'm trying to find a filter that's not ridiculous. Oh my gosh, why are these so bad? Why are they all horrible? And that one just makes me look weird. Also, the lighting is atrocious. And I have lights. It's funny, the lighting on the camera looks great. You know what? I'll do the silly one. Sign me up. You'll see it's really funny. If you follow me on Instagram anyway, it's really funny. How are you? Do you want to play a game? How was your Thanksgiving? Did you celebrate? Did you cook? Did you eat? What happened? Did you stay home? Did you travel? Did I copy the link? I don't know. I hope. Share. Copy link. Delete this one. Paste. Yes. Gaming live now. Come hang. Is there a Genshin like GIF? Genshin. Oh, these are cute. There's a Kuki. There's a Kazuha. Oh, the Kuki one is silly. Oh, there's not very many. I like the Kuki one. Okay. Okay. What? Oh, my iPad is on it. Oops. Is it charged? Yes. Cooked and ate. It was a blast as usual. Did you all just make all the usual stuff? Nothing like super crazy, super special? I still really want to do a non-traditional Thanksgiving one year. My family tried it a long time ago. We did a gumbo Thanksgiving, a seafood gumbo, and my family lived on a river, which they have since moved because the river rises like 10 feet when it storms, which is terrifying. Thank God their house was on stilts. They literally wake up and just see ocean. Like they walk out there porched on their raised deck, and it was just like water, and everybody in the neighborhood would have to drive their car like a mile up this hill and then walk back to their house on flash flood events. Insane. Anyway, so they used to live on a river, and they made seafood gumbo one year. So they're like, you guys can still bring your traditional sides, or if you want to do something more like southern gumbo, you can bring some sides. So that year I was in college and I made deviled eggs, which is like one of the only things I could make at the time, which I'm still kind of like that. I could now do green bean casserole. And my new thing that I did this time. But Jessica needs to be here for that. Just the usual. Ugh. See, the turkey's the hardest part. Miguel's mom did the turkey, and it actually turned out really good. I did not do the turkey. I did homemade. I baked, and it was successful. A resounding, it was so successful. I can't make a cookie from a package, but I could make homemade dinner rolls. I made homemade dinner rolls with yeast and the whole shebang. Also, I don't have a stand mixer, so I had to knead the dough with my hands, and that was awful. I was so tired, and I'm short, so my countertop is up high, so my arms were up here while I was kneading instead of low and being able to really put my back into it. But my dinner rolls were great, and I wanted to cry because there was not a single one left over. And it was so much work. But everyone loved them, so I should be happy. But I wanted some left over for myself. But I did get to eat one as it came out of the oven, and I was just so shocked. So, bucket list marked, cook bread. I just wanted to make bread. I did the green bean casserole, corn on the cob, dinner rolls, I made flan, which it turned out really good this time. I made a really good flan, which is pretty much like a custard. Also, I just turned the game on, and I'm in a cutscene, so I don't know what's going on. Gloomy skies overhead, just like last time we were here. The air's all icky and sticky and dark and damp.
We didn't get a good look then. All Paimon remembers is that really tall tower. So...
Flins, why are you here?
Ah, good day, you two. Assuming I
This
don't
is not
have
part of the
time
Archon
right,
quest. This is like a side quest.
then let us forego these niceties. It is always dark here in the final night cemetery. Time becomes somewhat meaningless.
Phew! Well, it's good to see a familiar face. Especially in this darkness. Oof! It really gives you the heebie-jeebies.
You needn't worry. This is my humble abode and the tomb of the Lightkeepers. And while somewhat dark,
We've been
it is
here
on the
before, so I'm
whole
just
a safe
confused as to
place.
why this is happening.
That being said, I rarely receive visitors here, save for the occasional colleague. What brings you two here?
Well, to be honest, we just wanted to see where you live. We were in such a rush last time, we didn't get to do a proper tour.
I see. In that case, as guardian of the tombs here in the Final Night Cemetery, allow me to extend the warmest of welcomes to you both, on behalf of the spirits who slumber here eternally.
Wait, do you mean there really are ghosts here?
That is correct. As you may have noticed, this island is dotted with headstones. You might think of it as a veritable necropolis filled with
JM,
souls.
what up?
Isn't it a welcoming thought?
Oh, cool. You gotta tell us what you ate for Thanksgiving. Anything cool or all the regulars?
Not at all.
All the normal
If
stuff.
anything, this
Did
place
you
has been
cook?
scarier.
Ah, apologies. It was meant merely as a gesture of the hospitality that you deserve as guests. We don't receive many visitors here, after all. But I suppose it is a tall order to expect people to suppress their fear of ghosts. Even the spirits on this isle, while somewhat old-fashioned and hardly gregarious, are an unassuming crowd who keep to themselves. If you still have misgivings, I can only suggest that you avoid staying outside where possible. The ghosts do not tend to set foot indoors very often, although that might render your sightseeing experience a little less riveting. Let me think.
Shorty, you did it. You leveled up your cooking skill. Oh, it went up 2 levels, bro. It was so stressful. It was so awful. JM, you missed it. I made homemade dinner rolls with yeast, kneading it by hand because I don't have a mixer with a dough attachment. I don't have a mixer, period. I have a whisker, but I didn't even need that. A mixer with the whisks attached to it. You know what I mean? It was really hard.
Most of the camps on this
really
isle have been removed, and only the lighthouse remains, symbolizing the many battles the Lightkeepers have fought against the Wild Hunt.
Yeah, that was the first thing we saw when we arrived. So, it's a lighthouse, huh? What happened to the light?
Years of disrepair and a shortage of fuel, I'm afraid. As this island became abandoned, maintaining the lighthouse became increasingly difficult. Besides, even if we were to rally sufficient manpower to repair it, it would serve little purpose these days. In the past, it guided people on their way to and from the island. But all those people now lie beneath our feet in eternal rest. Well, that is perhaps not entirely accurate. They do sometimes come running out, speaking once familiar utterances into the void. In which case, since you are not used to the darkness that shrouds this island, you could consider restoring the lighthouse to illuminate your way.
Now look, me and Miguel cheated. We have some Thanksgiving leftovers left, but like it is Sunday. We cooked it Thursday, so it was left over from Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday. Tomorrow, well, whoever doesn't eat, I'm throwing it away. How late do y'all let leftovers sit in the fridge before you're like, no one else can safely eat this?
I too know well the comfort
My mom
that
would do like a
distant ray
week.
of light can bring on those lone journeys through the cold night. In general, the upkeep is quite an undertaking. It requires regular reporting to Pyramida, which is quite a distance away.
Pyramida.
And transport of fuel back and
That's
forth.
probably a new place we'll get to go to.
The tower and the light themselves also need to be cleaned and maintained.
Are we getting... I didn't get to watch... Okay, look. This is the reason I wanted to finish this Archon quest.
But to simply light it up, it has merely been as such, you should have
I'm gonna
no
burn
issues
through this because
using it,
this is not
so
the
long
Archon
as
quest.
it helps you. I believe there
I
should
don't
still
think.
be some back, and if you should need to find me, I will meet up
Okay,
with
yeah,
you
light
once
up the
I've
lighthouse.
completed my.
I haven't watched the live stream because I have, first of all, I haven't turned this game on once in 2 weeks since I played it last. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Ooh, I need to do that. Oh, 7 hours? You're telling me this was here and I didn't know? I needed to freaking get stuff for, what's her name? Screw Millie Astro Wonderland. But yeah, I haven't watched the live stream since I'm not caught up on the story yet. I didn't want to get spoiled. So I have not watched the special event live stream. Also, I didn't put in any of the codes and I'm sure it's too late. Well, I got Mora that I don't need. No, I'm not quitting. Okay. Okay, yeah, we need to return to the base. This is what we're doing. Okay. Oh, there's some anecdotes. There's an anecdote with Inefa. About a week if it's not gone in the trash, it goes. Yeah, that's true. I know, because I read somewhere that it's supposed to be like, you shouldn't be eating it after like, oh, we've got to get Yelan out. I'm not walking like this. Where's my fun team? That's a fun little freeze team. We've been doing this team a lot until we get Nefer built. It's actually so fun. Oh yeah, you guys saw it last time. But this has been a fun little team. Girl, why you hurt? Oh god, I have to remember how to play. Oh, I'm shocked. She never normally gets to go over the rocks. Good job, girly pop. But no, Thanksgiving was good. I hosted. I was so stressed about like making sure the house was clean and presentable because it's like my husband's family. Like, I don't want them to think I'm a slob. I mean, my house looks really nice. Like, I pride myself on having a pretty like put together house. A lot of people would say it like, I don't know, feels like a model home or a hotel or something. I don't think it's that great. Oh yeah, the base is like under the mountain. But it's stuff like, my house is organized, but it is not clean. Like, I don't remember the last time I mopped. It's probably been a few months, to be honest. But like, you know, I sweep occasionally and stuff like that, but I don't mop. So it's like, I really wanted to sweep and mop before everyone came over. And I was so busy baking and cooking and doing everything else that like, I just didn't do that.
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Inefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flintz.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious. But I had the good fortune to run into a pair of
I didn't know we
brave
get to
young
see
warriors.
him.
We meet again. How have you been?
They're hiding him behind Albedo. Oh my god.
Albedo, what are you doing here?
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Sir Varka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
Oh my god. You pressure washed? So did I. Oh my god, I was just about to say, I spent an entire day dedicated to pressure washing. So my son, we discovered after Miguel finally mowed the backyard, we haven't been going back there since Nami died. It's been kind of like painful for us. And we never felt safe letting Emil out there because she pooped out there. We didn't clean it up enough. So like finally all the poop has been picked up or just disintegrated into the ground, whatever. And we have finally mowed enough to where like he can play out there. So one afternoon before the break, I say before the break, I had all of last week off. So that weekend before Thanksgiving, we let him play in the backyard. And oh my God, we threw the soccer balls back there and the volleyballs. He had the best time. He's learning how to say, kick it, I kick, and like ready, set, go. And he just wants to run. Like he even played in the dirt. Like it was so cute. And I was like, okay, but the backyard's still kind of gross. Like the back patio, it's so small, but like we're having a lizard poop problem. I'm pretty sure it's the lizards. But like our really nice like furniture we have out there under the patio, like 2 couches and 2 little side tables, are disgusting with poop. And like I've swept them off, but then there's poop stains and they're brown. I'm like, ew. So I have pressure washed the furniture before, but I was like, okay, but I need to pressure wash the entire thing, including the concrete. Our pressure washer is not great, but we did it. It took like 6 hours. I pressure washed everything until it was literally dark. Also, I had to like weed eat and stuff because we have weeds everywhere. It's awful. But then I was like, okay, now Emil can play back here, and for Thanksgiving it'll look really nice. So I literally spent an entire day making sure the backyard was good enough for him to play in and for people to sit at if they wanted to go outside on Thanksgiving, which the weather was literally perfect. It was so good. But yeah, my friend texted me and noticed I was wearing flip-flops in my video when I said I was pressure washing. And she was like, you're going to take off a toe. You need to wear closed-toed shoes. And I was like, yeah, but that's gross. She's like, do not lose a toe. And I was like, well, ours isn't strong enough. It's fine. Bruh. At the end, when I was trying to pressure wash the pillows, I was trying to come up with a way that they wouldn't fly away while I'm spraying it. So I like held it with one hand and pressure washed with the other. But the pillow moved, and I did end up like accidentally going and like getting my toe a little too close. I have 2 like scabby, like, you know, like lines across a few of my toes, and it hurts. And I'm like, if this was a really good pressure washer, even a little stronger, that could have been scary. So I texted her and I said, you were right. You were right. I was wrong.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Come on, let us see
Why
him.
don't you come and introduce yourself?
Oh, he's so shy.
A gentleman of few words, I see, and a rather stern countenance. I presumed you were acquainted with him.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec. You're Minnie Durin.
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
I do hate his voice, but his design is really cool.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Oh, the tail is so cool.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be. Interesting, isn't it?
I really hate
The
his
first
voice.
step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow, you look so different. In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow, you're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Oh, nice. The deck. Oh, I bet you have a good pressure washer.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size.
But pressure washing is so satisfying. Like, I would play the pressure washer simulator game for sure.
When people call her little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves.
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it
Brother.
comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina leave with you. How come she isn't back yet?
Okay, are they gonna keep... They're not gonna call her Kutar or Columbina when she comes out, right? Like, I could see them calling her Kutar because she is still a moon goddess. But they're not gonna call her Columbina. That's like her Fatui Harbinger name. Like, she's not gonna be called Columbina when we play her.
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or a 10 on the way back. Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
I use mine to clean my legs off all the time. Yeah. No, I definitely can, like, if I'm far enough away, I can definitely spray my legs off. That's why I was just so surprised that, like, it was a little too close to my foot, so I guess the pressure was higher or it was, like, more concentrated, and that's when it hurt me. Because I've never been hurt by mine before, and I've used it, like, 5 times. So that was interesting. But I think it's just because it got too close. I don't know how much PSI mine is.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
Aww.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Hey, Thomas. Happy belated Thanksgiving. We were just chatting about how... Oh! I don't think I knew he was going to be here. No, I definitely didn't know. Huge day for my brother. Tomorrow he's graduating from the Firefighter Academy. Oh my gosh. Are you going to get to go? Like, are they going to do a ceremony? That's really cool. Okay, y'all. My sister started working at this, like, new place in my town called Game and Grub, where you pretty much, like, eat and play video games. It's, like, part restaurant, part gamer hub. Me and Miguel went to one of those in Atlanta a few years ago when we first visited, like, before we, like, met Ivan in person. It was really cute. And I was like, man, this would be so cool to have here. Well, someone finally opened one. And my sister got a job there, which is so cool. I should have brought a napkin in here. Oh, yay. First of all, glad you can get a day off work and it's not a problem. Love that for your new job, Thomas. If it's still open, absolutely, I would love to. We have a bad history here of really good things not lasting long, so I hope it lasts that long.
We should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in.
It is truly the only thing of its kind anywhere near us, so let's hope that it lasts. It is on a side of town that's a little barren, and they're charging kind of a premium in an area where, like, even for me, it's a 40-minute drive. So it's like a lot of people would find it hard to want to go that far away to do that, but it would be really cool. And my sister already offered to the owners that me and Miguel could play video game music there or something. So last night I spent all night, like, downloading stuff to my iPad. There's a really cool website with called Video Game Lead Sheets. And it's a guy who just writes lead sheets. He has them in treble clef and in, like, 4 or 5 different keys for whatever you want to play. Like, whatever's more convenient for you. And then also alto clef. Love him for that. What the hell? Thank you. Wow. And it's all free. Free lead sheets. And they're very good. Like, they are accurate. Every single one I played, I'm like, yeah, no, you nailed it. Not a single one is messed up, is wrong. Whoever is doing this Lord's work for free, I want to pay him. If he was like, pay $5 and then I'll give you my free music, $10, 20, I would pay 50. But he gives the entire website for free. Like, what the hell? That's a lot of work. And now it's not like the biggest library of songs, but they got all the Persona 5 stuff, a lot of Animal Crossing, a lot of Zelda. Like, everything that me and Miguel love is there. Only one Genshin song, though. They only have the Fontaine theme. Really upset they didn't have Liyue. I guess it is all kind of orchestral, so it's kind of hard to, like, make something orchestral into a lead sheet. That makes more sense.
Though it looks like we have another new face.
Okay, why is
Someone
Dane
else
here?
managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
He is totally going to be playable.
This here is Deansliff.
I think he'll be Hydro.
That's greatest guide.
He'll be a
Paimon,
Hydro
and
Claymore,
greatest
right?
adventurer,
Or Sword.
A traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for
Hopefully
us,
it's sooner than that,
usually
Thomas. But
something
yes,
important.
I can't wait.
Paimon's guessing you've heard about the wild hunt then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsliff, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
I really hope Varka's kit is good because I do want him. He's the only manly man in this game.
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, it's
No,
your brother.
he's dead serious.
Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the game already.
That's
I
funny.
wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential under such circumstances.
Watch
Would it
her
not
already be here,
tactless
just
for me to
listening.
impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little breather, folks, and feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
Okay, chat with everyone.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin?
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I want.
I can try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Also, I think when Columbina, or whoever we're going to call her, Kutar, becomes playable, she won't be wearing that. I think she'll be wearing something different. That's like too free-flowing. I mean, I like it. I kind of wish it would. I already have my next tattoo planned. Ew. I wish I had my next one planned. What are you gonna do?
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah. For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character
Truth.
for me.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us?
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Of course he wants to kill people.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Indeed.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Itlua.
Iluga.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him
Itlua.
that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true Ratnik to the core.
Sounds like a future 4-star character.
In that sense, he puts me to shame.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying. But I get the feeling that's not quite what you meant. Come on, why the awkward silence?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend? Now, that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Itlua doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know?
It's a monster?
Let me guess. The Traveler and Paimon?
I'll send you a message through Facebook. Ooh, it's an animal. Ooh. Ooh, is it a dog?
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear your secret's safe with me.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough, then. Nothing like a bit of mutual leverage to seal the bonds of friendship.
She found her.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nod Krai. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flints, a Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the Wild Hunt to buy time for the rest of us. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Wow! That's a lot of people! Great turnout!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so,
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
It's not a dog, but that's a good guess. One day I want to maybe go to sleep with my favorite breeds of dogs on it, like Pitbull, Golden Retriever, Rottweiler, etc. Oh, those are all some of the best.
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Recher of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions, but in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Recher of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
You know Rerir's background. You were alive when he was. So, like, why would you need information? You were, like, around him all the time.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process.
I cannot help but see this. Don't hate me. But there's a shadow on Dane's body in a suspicious location. A big one. Do y'all see it? Do you see the suspiciously placed shadow on his black pants? It's terrible.
The visionary,
Oh, he's going to tell us all of them.
who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter,
We know Rhindaughter.
who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Recher of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night?
Was it
How
losing
did he
his
come
girl?
to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you? And
That's right.
you mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time?
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedafanir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King. only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets.
Why would the Vinster King want to gouge out his brother's eyes?
But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay?
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
The knave, the iridescent moon's marrow, blah, blah, blah. You make it clear that the knave chose to help you of her own accord, then conclude by reporting how the hearts of the three moons are finally in your hands.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Rayhir of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
Defeating the Rayhir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is, I also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
That Nefer's a lesbian and she'll do anything for a pretty girl. Nefer and Dainsleif converse intently for some time. I wish we heard that conversation. From the gravity of their expressions, you can tell how heavily the next stage of the plan weighs upon them both. After a short chat, Albedo and Durin head off with Varka on what they describe as a sample-finding mission. Lauma steps out for a while, then comes back loaded up with emergency medicine. She tells you that while people rarely expect to get hurt, it's her duty to be ready when they do. You and Paimon wait patiently for Nefer, content to see how well everyone's working together. Once Nefer's finished, you follow her back to the Curatorium.
Take it easy.
Oh, my baby wants to come in. Y'all, he is talking so much now.
Thank you for waiting.
That's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
Do y'all hear him calling for me?
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Okay, so she's gonna tell me then.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside,
You wanna come say
I will
hi to
focus on
chat?
searching for information.
There's not too many people here right now. Okay, that's good. Hey, baby. Say
chat.
hi, chat.
Hi, guys.
Hi, chat. Say chat. Hey, chat. Look up here. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hey.
Cowboy night.
What does that mean? Tabo night. He speaks another language
I
now.
don't know.
Say Genshin.
Shishi.
Can you say JM?
Are you done yet?
Kim.
Say Thomas.
Mana.
Say Thomas.
Mana.
Tom.
Tom.
Thomas.
Nimmy.
He's trying.
Bye.
Say Thomas.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Daddy.
Dada.
Bye, Dada. Can we sing for everybody? Can you say yeah?
Yeah.
He got lots of turkey. Just kidding. He didn't like it at all. What can we sing for them? Twinkle, twinkle, little. Say star.
Star.
How I wonder what you.
Baba.
The world so
Hi.
like a diamond in the
Sky.
twinkle, twinkle, little.
Sky.
How I wonder what you.
Ah.
Yay! Can you say yay?
Yay.
Can you clap? Yay! Say yay!
Yay.
Oh yeah.
Baba.
The world so
Hi.
like a diamond in the sky. Ooh, can we row, row, row your boat? Okay. Row, row, row your. Say boat.
Boat.
Gently down the.
Rim.
Merrily, 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 life is but a.
Rim.
Row, row, row your.
Boat.
Gently down the.
Rim.
If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream.
Diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me
are you
alive
farting
when
on
I'm
my
under
leg?
the surface.
I can feel it. I feel the air. It's like little. Can you say fart? Can you say fart?
Rat.
You farted. Say ew.
Ew.
Stinky. Can you say stinky?
Nene.
Yeah, say hi, Nene.
Nene.
Let's show them how you count to 10. 1,
2,
3, 3,
3,
4,
5.
6,
Mama.
7,
Mama.
7,
Mama.
8,
Mama. 8.
9, 9, 10. Can we do it in Spanish? 1,
2,
3,
3,
say 4,
5,
6,
8,
7,
ear,
then 8,
ear,
9,
10.
10. All right, where's your nose? Where's your nose?
No.
Where's your eyes?
I.
Where's your ears? Where's your ears?
Ear.
Where's your mouth?
Mouth.
Where's your cheeks? Where are your cheeks? Where's your cheeks? Where's your cheeks? Uh-huh. Where's your chin?
Chin.
How about your hair? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
Here.
How about your knees?
Knee.
Where's your tummy?
Knee.
Where's your tummy?
Knee.
Tummy. Where's your boobies?
Baby.
Yeah, boobies. Where's your toes?
Toe.
Yeah. Very cute.
Once the ceremony begins,
Ear.
we will all be
Say
spying
so
on
cute.
privileged information.
Say
But in
cute.
the interests of safety, you must remain
Can you say cool?
absolutely silent at all
Say
times.
so cool.
We will discuss our observations after
Can
the
you say
ceremony
so
has
cool?
concluded.
A cool.
Yeah.
Lastly, any individuals of a
Can you say, there you
weaker
go?
constitution
There you
are advised not to
He's learned
partake
so
in the
many things
ceremony.
this week.
In
Bubble.
any case,
What?
Paimon has her
What?
own job to do, which requires staying in the room but not joining the ceremony.
Dog.
Well, good
Good luck, everyone! Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarier's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside.
That's a girl? Yeah, there's a girl. Another girl. You're a boy. Say boy.
Boy.
You're a boy. You unplugged my headphones. Not very nice of you. You also punched me. There's that too. Let go. Let go. Let go. Thanks.
Yay.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Say you're welcome.
Welcome.
In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard?
Wait, my earphones isn't working.
Good. Please, take a seat.
There we go.
We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary.
He's saying guitar. Emil, can you say Paimon? Say Paimon. Paimon.
No.
Emergency food. Paimon is emergency food.
Emergency.
No.
Emergency. Wheel, wheel, wheel.
But I
he's
do
in his
have
no
my
era.
own
He's gonna throw
professional
a fit.
reasons for taking this job.
Bye, love you.
You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
He was good. That was good. He didn't cry.
Well, as long as you don't
Yeah,
let
Emil's
morbid
definitely in
curiosity get in
his
the way of safety concerns.
almost terrible
we're
twos
good.
era.
We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
Feels like a summoning ritual. A chess set on the table. Could that have to do with her intel
All right.
gathering methods?
I'm good to go.
All set
We've
over
all
here
seen that
too.
one chess set in all the like Fatui Harbinger and Saritsa teasers.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes.
I didn't see a chess set. Hi, McDonald's worker Nahida. That's so funny. I love that.
Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier?
I need to stop biting my mouth.
Say
Don't
I'm
let
not
me.
Looking forward to this.
Don't let me. I was on a roll this break. I really was. Ugh, I love Nefer. I still can't believe I pulled her. I'm so happy. She's like really
He
cool.
looks
No
even
records.
gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Did his girl die or just leave him when she found out the truth?
Wonder what kind of encryption technique this is. Seems like it has to be inserted into that camouflage device nearby. Aha! It's an audio recording.
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. No, I'm not being paranoid. It's true. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back, but that was on another street, not near my house. I swear, I know what I saw.
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the Runforther residence has concluded. We apprehended the target and filed the mission report last night.
Could the voice in the recording belong to one of Rarir's targets? A file tucked inside a folder. The title reads, Dear Breakfast Shop Owner. It's a list of names, but at this stage I have no idea who any of them even are. Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files, packed with the personal details of individual Conrians.
How are you, McDonald's worker
Crimson Moon
Nahida?
Dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since Rarir worked as a secret agent during the latter, it stands to reason that he was tasked with purging remnants of the old dynasty. Yep. Lines up exactly with what Dainsleif told me.
So he, like, helped erase history.
A box containing a ring inlaid with a precious gem. Must be for his girlfriend. He looks even gloomier than last.
Okay, have we looked at everything? We looked at those two things. That's where we came in from. We found the ring. There's nothing in here.
He looks even gloomier than last.
Oh, okay.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Now look, they've done this in Genshin a few times where a name almost like doesn't exist. It goes so she's reading the past. So this person's name once existed in this world. But I feel like somehow they've been like maybe erased from Irminsul somehow. You know what I mean? How in Nahida's, story in Sumeru, I feel like every time you see that, Irminsul does not carry their memory within the ley lines. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what I've gathered from seeing the names that are blurred out like that. But then the dates are also blocked out. Well, I guess we aren't supposed to know dates anyway.
This one should be archived under purged targets.
So did he not only kill them, but like... This is cool.
Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets.
So maybe he's not only killing them, he knows how to erase them from Irminsul or the people from Conria.
She's the other man's daughter. Never mind.
What's that got to do with me?
Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Just another nobody for the Ark. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely even interacted with other Crimson Moon descendants.
Dude, that's a kid.
Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many
They
of
do
them
something
really
similar
are?
in the Legend of Heroes games. Some names are sod, but it sounds like static to the player, but it's more a divine being thing. Right. Also, speaking of other games, what's this Something in the Wind game? This new free-to-play game that's like set in China. It's supposed to be really pretty. We want to download it, but we don't have space. JM, you haven't missed too much. We're in Rayrier's memories right now, and he's crossing off like lists of the people he's killed that were Crimson Moon descendants. So essentially, he is erasing the history of an entire race because they pose a threat to them. And I think before he only saw himself as like a murderer, kind of. Like he's just a mercenary assassin.
Female, 13. Occupation, none.
But now he's realizing
Orphan
he's
and
kind of
confirmed
erasing
Crimson
the
Moon
entire
descendant.
existence of
Has
these
been
people.
observed making contact with other descendants.
I feel like
during
he's
the
going to
past
have a
year.
lot of regret.
Poses a threat to the dynasty.
Oh, isn't it because his girlfriend was a Crimson Moon descendant?
Neutralized.
And she doesn't know that this is his job, like really?
Filed.
Dude, they're really hammering home all the people he's killed.
Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized and...
He has less and less to say as it goes on.
Male.
6.
Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
Wow.
He looks even gloomier than...
I bet his friends didn't know.
A file tucked in... But at this stage, I...
Okay, so this is all the same stuff we already looked at. Look for Vettelfernir. Oh.
Mr. Vettelfernir? It's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
We really need an SSD so bad.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking, It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings.
So Vettelfernir just wants to not just know everything and not have feelings about it.
You fear my silence and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant, more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
I have no idea. I know y'all heard that sound. That was odd. Ooh, I don't have the Ethernet cable plugged in, but our internet, we're going well.
Wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then.
Great example of that juxtaposition is Aragorn versus Griffith.
Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Ouch.
Hold up. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Thelindis is gonna find out he's
Hear me
killed
out.
everyone.
This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rayrir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King?
Yeah, right.
Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over again? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words.
Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rehir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Ravir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time, too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see,
Oof.
how can we go on pretending to be normal?
Oh, that's... My charger's not plugged in? Is that what's going on? Oh! So we're dying. There we go.
Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose. No matter who I have to face.
One was a great and wise king, the other turned into a demon because he was obsessed with power. Now that sounds a lot like the blissful lie versus harsh truth dichotomy. Yeah. This game is hitting on a lot of really deep stuff.
Huh? Was that Ravir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one even remembers them.
Are we back to another Thalindis memory?
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already. And they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Thalindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Ravir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
Yeah, until they're all kids who have nothing to do with
By
that.
the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Ravir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work
When you're a
something
hammer,
out.
everything's
Trust
a nail.
me, I'm
Oof,
with you all.
That hits. That hits.
But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Ravir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together...
Hey, it's taken 5 years, but Genshin has some unique looking NPCs. I know, finally.
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You called that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now.
Please think about yourself for once.
He's calling my name again. Wrong way? Literally. It sent me that. It's pointed me the wrong direction, okay? Oh, he's sad he can't come see me.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training grounds just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now, you seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone. Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. And pray when that's a thing.
I'll let no one try to quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces. I dealt with have always been guilty, and I've carried out my work flawlessly.
No more lies.
Why am I still fighting if there's no tutorial?
You know I horrendous and accept your proposal, don't you? Well, because I didn't trust you before.
They're all like kids. Okay, the fact that they made you kill all those dolls, like that's just what he sees in his mind. But he's really like killing people. That was crazy.
Do you still remember Orlog?
Whoa, do you want to play a game? You've been saving up. I think we're saving up as well. We have not been playing those, so I haven't gotten a lot of primos because we aren't playing the events. So it's not been good.
Orlog. The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, what about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead. I just don't get it. After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear...
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Uh-oh. I can't move. Are you thinking, game? Okay. Phew. That's rough. The way they've made this play out.
Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now...
The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger, but if all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen.
The abyss.
Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we?
Ouch.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Huh. Wait. That's... Flindis?
There it is.
No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be. A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end, Irminsul. Finster King.
Irminsul.
How far are you going to take this?
He's erasing them with
From the direct
Irminsul.
bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until every...
No. No. Hold on. It could just be a server issue, but I'm still gonna plug it in directly. No, not here. I don't know how much further it's gonna take me back. Oh man, the PS5 is hot. Come on. No. Okay, I think it should take me back to where we were, to where I don't have to replay all of that. Bro, that was getting so deep. Oh my goodness. Guys, that is rough. And like, I don't like to get political here, but doesn't it just look so relatable to what's happening in the world now? In a lot of places, even outside of where we are. Next time on Genshin Impact. Yeah, for real. Speaking of next time on Genshin Impact, when the heck is this anime coming out? Like, I know they're trying to make it good, but like, can we get anything? Like news? Not even like an episode or season. News. Bruh, please don't make me replay all of that. It is about 5 inches from the wall, yeah. I'll scoot it forward a little bit more. Yeah, it's like 8 inches or so away from the wall, but it is still pretty hot. Kind of odd, because I don't see Genshin as like the most taxing game, you know what I mean? Wait, but do y'all know what I'm talking about? That new game? I really want to try it. Where Winds Meet. Have y'all seen Where Winds Meet? Or maybe the Genshin server is down. I hope not. But it sure is taking a hot second. I'm trying to think of, what desserts we have left. We do still have peach pie. And I don't have vanilla ice cream, but me and Miguel were putting our Halo Top salted caramel ice cream on it. That ish was so good. Okay, wait. We're back.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too.
No, guys. No.
Flindis?
Okay. Whew. Okay. I thought it was taking us back.
No. Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. What a fool I've been.
So see, he's saying Irminsul and Vinster King. So they confirm have a connection.
Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
So it seems like he's turning to the Abyss because he feels that there's no other way out. The Abyss is his way out of having to keep killing these people. I was stuck for a second there. Give me Primos. It won't let me open it. Bro, is the server that bad right now? Yeah, look. At the top right corner, the server is like so bad right now. So it's not, it can't be my internet. My internet is so strong. Hey, I want every enhancement ore I can get. Holy moly, it cannot keep up. Why is it so bad? Are a lot of people playing? Okay, now it's kind of better. There we go.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here.
What does this remind me of? It was either a movie or a game that I played where somebody was supposed to be killing people, but they weren't, and they were telling them to go hide while playing double. Oh my god, do y'all know what I'm talking about? It's something popular where they told everyone, oh yeah, I'm killing them, but they're not. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, this is so bad. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Not Schindler's List. I actually don't know much about Schindler's List, except for the music. I know the music. Because it's a violin solo, very famous. Or duet. God, now I really want to remember.
You're really letting me go?
Shoot. Was it a movie, a game, a book? Or I think it was a girl who was supposed to assassinate people. but instead of doing it, she was letting them live.
I am. As long as you can guarantee.
And everyone
no
thought
one
they
will
were a
find you.
murderer, but they secretly were not a murderer.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was
I think
here.
it was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas.
But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. And that
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again.
go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go.
Just
now.
kidding. What do you mean just kidding?
But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir.
That's Vedifilnir?
What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment.
He's trying to get him to join the Abyss.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifilnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a
The
puppet.
Abyss.
What's his game here?
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to watching the movie, but I really need to. I know it's a hard watch, but it's one I really need to watch.
Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer.
Someone's gonna offer you lots of power.
He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but
So, the Eclipse dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedifilnir, Dainslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind
So you
is
read
like
the
a
book,
vast
Schindler's
desert of
List?
shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative.
Oof, okay. So earlier I was pulling weeds in the front yard because I made this white rock flower bed when I first moved in, like two years after we moved in. And my thought process was that I laid down a whole bunch of weed barrier and it'll just look good forever. That absolutely hasn't happened. We have to pick weeds so much. It's awful. And then I decided 2 years ago, I think, to try it on my mailbox. Because I was redoing my whole mailbox anyway. I built this really cool looking modern one and then I took it down because it was a house for wasps and spiders. Oh my god, it was so bad. So we took it down and now I have just a simple post and mailbox. But I wanted to do a white rock bed under that so that weeds don't grow around it. That white rock bed is so much better. Only 1 or 2 weeds have popped up and I really layered on the weed block because I wanted to see if that was the issue. And it definitely isn't working. So now I have it around my air conditioner and the weeds are rampant. They are worse there than anywhere else. It's like the weed block is making the weeds worse rather than better. So I think the weed block fabric is enticing the weeds to stick around and grow more. So now we not only need to pick all the weeds, we need to pick up every single rock, put them in buckets, It's so many pounds. It's probably 200, 300 pounds of rock that we have to pick up, put in buckets, and keep in the garage till I figure out how the frick to get weeds to not grow up through it. My thought process, we're going to dig it up again, and then I'm going to put down gravel this time, and then I'm going to do big old like slabs of like, because I thought about just doing concrete, but no, I'm just going to get the big slabs, like those big cement tiles, and just plop them down in the garden with a tarp. So we're going to go gravel, and hopefully that will keep the weeds from growing because they don't like gravel. And then I'll do plastic tarp. Not great for the environment, but it's better than weed killer. And then big old, like, you know, concrete slabs over it. And then I'll put the rocks down. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to glue them down. They make this environmentally friendly rock glue that will keep the rocks in place, and it fills in all the cracks. So not only will your rocks stay put, they're going to look pretty, they're going to stay put, and weeds cannot grow up through the glue. But unfortunately, to get all that done, we have to pick up every rock. Every rock. And my son started it today. But as I was saying, we were picking the weeds and something bit my thumb. And I was like, ooh, that's going to hurt. But like, bro, it's looking better. Actually, the swelling is going down. Okay, I couldn't pinch the skin on my thumb earlier because it was so tight. But it really do be itching and hurting. I can see exactly where I got bit too. But it hurts. It hurts. Christina makes a cute mailbox. Wasps and spiders. It's free real estate. Oh my god. I wish I could go back and find the videos on Instagram of what it looked like when me and my mom took it down. She came outside with me. And I was like, Mom, what is that? And that's the day I learned what a spider egg sac looks like. It looks like a little cotton ball. Luckily, there were no spiders inside. We didn't touch it for 2 days because I was so scared. But we sprayed it. Nothing came out. And there were probably 10 wasp nests inside there. Because I remember checking the mail and I'm like, there's wasps climbing out from between the slats, the wooden slats that I put in. They were inside. It was a wasp hotel. That was tough. Man, this feud with the weeds is getting Rock versus Austin levels. It's so bad.
We've been inside Rarier's mind this whole time.
But we were decorating for Christmas today. It was my goal to decorate for Christmas, at least the outside area. We haven't done the inside of the tree yet. But if I don't do it this week, I swear it's just not going to go up. Hitting a spider with a pressure washer is funny. That's all I'm going to say. Ooh. I did that to a lot of the bugs that came crawling out of the woodwork when I was pressure washing this week.
There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulation.
That's a chess piece?
reasoning,
like her chess piece?
but it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rarier has really been hiding.
Ooh, the chess piece moved. And then there's a Dainslift chess piece. Is that Rarier's chess piece?
Rarier, are you there?
Moving pieces consumes action points. When all your action points are used up, you'll be returned to the previous save point. When a piece moves to a square with this marking, you'll gain the corresponding number of action points. The square will also become the latest save point. I don't like this angle. It makes it hard with the controller to like decide which way to go.
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big
What was
trouble.
that? Saving Vetterfulnir? I bet the king, the Vinster king, took Vedrfolnir's eyes out because no. Did I? Okay. Shoot, I know what I need to do. I see it. But I bet the mission Dane's about to go on is to save Vedrfolnir because the king took his eyes out. I think the king took his eyes out because Vedrfolnir told the king, like, you are the reason that Conry is going to get destroyed, and then you're going to be king of nothing.
This is a nice
and he didn't want to hear
meeting
it.
You all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Elegy only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Robtatir. What brings you here?
Why, Dainsliff, of course. He invited me.
That accent.
Why, Dainsliff, of course. He invited me.
Is that almost like Irish? Scottish?
Why, Dainsliff, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter.
No.
Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you, so at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one.
Yeah, you're right. Hoity-toity, for sure.
You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Hey, Jessica! Oh my gosh, she's here.
And as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all
Jessica, I want to tell you
apologize
the
for
good
the short
news.
notice, but it was an emergency.
I baked bread on Thanksgiving. Bread. I actually meant to send you a picture and be like, I channeled my inner you. I made dinner rolls from scratch with yeast and the whole shebang. And I hand kneaded the bread. Don't remind me to never do that again. Never. But it was so good. So I'm currently looking for a mixer that is not $400, $500, that has a dough hook, because I can't do that again. But it was actually so fun and so satisfying. Like, I cannot believe it turned out. I popped them babies out of the oven, took one out and ate it while it was hot. I just wanted to cry because it was so much work. And more, I think there were 3 unexpected guests that showed up at my house on Thanksgiving. So we ran out of rolls. and I really wanted like 1 or 2 left over to eat for myself. Also, we gave people leftover boxes, so I think they also took extra, but like they were so good. But I'm also thinking that like if I didn't make them into little balls, that I could have made them into like garlic knots or something. I don't know if I should like change my recipe to make like a, you know, like on Pizza Hut and Domino's and stuff, like making a garlic knot. That would be so good. But also I didn't have time to make honey butter or garlic butter, and I kind of wanted both. But yo, I can't believe I did it. I followed this gay guy on YouTube. He seems gay to me. You know how hot guys are usually gay? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gay. But his name, I think it's The Preppy Kitchen. But I will definitely be following him for future baking stuff, because like he gave the most common sense explanations for baking that for the first time made sense to me. Typically I just follow a recipe and it doesn't work. He explained like why like dough acts the way it does, why flour and the consistency and texture act the way they do, not to overuse the flour, adding little by little. Like, oh my god, it was like mind-blowing. I watched the video like 10 times before I even attempted the recipe, but oh my god, it worked. I can't believe it. So because I baked, my floors didn't get swept or mopped. But it's fine. Everyone had a great time. No one looked at the floors.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of
So these are the 5
if you've been
sinners.
invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded
I think he
in both
probably
eyes
told
and
the
thrown in
king
prison.
that he is going to be the downfall of Conria.
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Heroptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
The fact that Rerir is a wolf and is blinded isn't lost on me. Wait, Top Chef just got it amalgamated with America's Next Top Model. And my grandma's great-grandmother used to say, wash your floors after the parties. That is the truth, because it is atrocious now. My son, though, Emil, he runs around and like when he finds hair especially, but anything weird on the ground, if he doesn't eat it first, thank God he doesn't do that often, he goes, ew, ew, and like tries to give it to me. So it's really funny because he's been doing that for a few days now. And today I was so busy putting up Christmas decorations, and you know how Christmas is, there's glitter freaking everywhere. So I was like, I'm not gonna sweep or mop until the Christmas tree is up, and we did not get that up today, which made me kind of sad. But we did do the outside, and my house looks so cute. If I could show y'all without doxing myself, if y'all just add me on Instagram, I can show you separately the little pictures, or just add me on Instagram, I'll probably post some of them anyway. But it looks so cute, and me and Miguel went out and bought a big bow to put on the garage, and it looks so cute.
I have no desire to commit treason, but whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedalfnir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
true.
deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness
And
is
look,
now
the
all too
moon is surrounding
The question is,
the crescent moon that's
does a man
surrounding
like me get out
Rayrir.
of
Do you
this
see
situation
that?
unscathed?
So he's blind, has a collar wrapped around his throat, and the moon seems to be like piercing him or wanting to pierce him or controlling him. Isn't that interesting?
You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom?
Okay, I was wondering if Nefer
Lindis?
could see this.
The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim.
Playing a mini game?
This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Rayrir's past? Another mystery I'll need to...
Consume the marked number of action points to defeat your opponent's pieces. Your pieces only attack when they have more action points than needed to defeat your opponent's piece. Okay, so we have 2. What? Oh. Oh. No, I meant to go backwards. It literally sprang me forward. Again, I hate this angle. Yeah, no, I can only do it this direction. No, that is not the direction I wanted to go. No! Oh my god. I'm clicking the same direction.
Author Thelindis.
So how about you, Jessica? Did you bake anything for Thanksgiving? Yes, thank God the checkpoints are lenient.
Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding Moon Marrow.
Ooh.
Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon Marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway.
So the Crimson Moon Marrow that we used, that's what she's researching. And we went to that space.
However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research,
Ooh, no.
which has stymied all Crimson Moon related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this, as well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource. We are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these.
Hi, Eric Ding. Now, this is actually interesting. That's why. There are some things in Genshin that are very not interesting. This is very interesting. I'd like to think that I'm also pretty up on the, like, Genshin lore. Please just work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kill you. No! That is not the way I asked to go. Well, at least I, like, don't have lives. You know what I mean? Like, I can die as many times as I want and just keep going back like that to the point. Let's go this way. There we go.
This is for you. I heard you're
I
gonna
want 2
leave
people.
the city
I'm
with
one
your
person.
parents.
Also, if you're playing Genshin for gameplay, you're sorely mistaken. The whole game is like a story. It's an RPG. It has a story. You should look into that.
Delindus, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
But she's really delving into this whole, I don't know anything about him. What are you talking about?
Are you
She's
scared
kind of
him?
playing herself
I
here.
don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All
The
you
moon
need to
marrow?
know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Delindus.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
And so Arlecchino is part of that Crimson Moon bloodline somehow. I actually never did Arlecchino's story quest, so I know literally nothing about Arlecchino besides what she did in Fontaine to help us with the Archon quest. As you know, Fontaine was my least favorite place to be, and it's a lot of people's favorite, and it's probably because I didn't do story quests. So I need to go back and do that. Hey, Gandalf told Frodo the same thing with the ring. To be fair, Breath of the Wild and Tears both had a storyline as well. Okay, true, but that gameplay is fire. Totally different. I hear my baby crying. Miguel had to give him a bath. He loves a good bath, but he's probably crying because he got out. And little homie probably wants to stay in the bath forever. Oh my god, really? What do you mean insufficient? I have to have more? So I can't kill that one? I have to have more? How am I supposed to do that? Oh, I think I like really messed up. I mean, I don't care if I kill everybody, TBH. Love that thing. is this so hard? Huh. Got it. Got it. I can't kill any of them.
Hurry,
This doesn't
everyone,
matter.
and stick to the plan.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay. Some characters are fun, but she's right. If you want gameplay, go to ZZZ or Woo-Wah. Truth.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Wow. I don't want to maybe do another dang puzzle to go save Vedifalnir. Okay, but if I don't have to kill them all, it does make things a little easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill you. Go back 1. Nope. And go back to the 5. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Can I jump up high? No? Nope. Oh, thank you, God. I was like, please don't take me back to the 2. I'm just gonna keep going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I need the 6. See, if it's giving me 2, it should add to the 3 that I had. Why is it not adding my points? MTE or Anata? Oh, I've seen Anata. That looks fun.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedifalnir.
It's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer
So
ignorance.
he didn't see that coming?
Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning.
Oh, so he's a
Someone had to
snake.
say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm...
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future There's nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive
wouldn't
my
wanna see
curtness,
it.
Vedafulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafulnir.
You mean your future?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself.
Because he's selfish.
I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it?
My voice? In your head?
That's not his voice.
So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedafulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
So I wonder what the real reason is for Genshin wanting these to look like chess pieces on a game board right now. Was this the easy way out of doing a full-fledged, like, you're in the body of someone else Archon quest? Or is this just their way of, like, showing the symbolism and keeping us guessing?
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future.
Also remember, this whole Luna 1 and 2 is filling in all the gaps of knowledge that the books were giving us. But I think these are going way more in depth as well. And filling in holes that the books had. But this is giving us all the information we need to know before we go to the cold place.
For as long as you live, your story with Felindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate.
Oh, it is in Ouroboros.
It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter.
Yeah, I agree. Like an apothecary where Mama's father only ever saw people as shogi pieces. Agreed.
I will
Yeah.
hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrum.
The Universitas?
That's where his
I'm
ball is.
sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Yeah, that is an
Whatever
awful
Vedifalnir
list.
said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison.
Precious chest.
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? By the Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way!
Oh, I have my whole squad. I don't know why. I thought I was still just being Nefer from like the storyline.
Alright, it's my turn.
Luscious and Moonlight.
Here you are.
That was better. Oh, by the by, season 3 is coming autumn 2026. Yay! Oh, I can't wait.
Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it? What other means does the king have at his disposal?
Boy, they
Things
haven't
run
even
on power
kissed
from
yet.
the
I think
abyss.
it's gonna be a minute.
And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger.
He's gonna find Thalinda's dead, bro. Also, we need heals. Kooky. Does this thing heal? Yes. Oh, Kooky needed to heal herself.
Stand with me.
Oh, I have Nefer on trial. Ooh, so we get a. This is a dream squad here. Lauma, Yelan, Nefer, Alhaitham. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get the big boy.
Busted.
The mystery unravels.
Hey, hey, hey.
No more lies.
Here comes the catch. Out of my way.
Scatter!
Boom, 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 boom.
Flicker.
Alright. Oh, more.
With one heart, we pray.
Dissipate. Gotcha.
You poor lost lamb.
Our bond is strong.
Seek within.
It helps that they give us like a freaking C6 Nefer.
It all adds up.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Regicides, blood money.
Can't hide the truth.
The process of elimination.
Oh shoot, I didn't know.
Quietly now.
For the
I
everlasting
am stuck.
forest, branch into song. The mystery unravels.
Boom. Lunar bloom.
Can't hide the truth.
Yo, I just saw on my subs Arlo, the Nintendo channel with the Muppet, just released an hour and 10-minute review of Legend ZA.
Why
Oh,
now?
that's crazy. Oh, Stark and Fern, me too. God, my son hears me talking. And he's calling for me and he should be sleeping.
Oh no, they're coming. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Oh, of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done
Or
for.
maybe he's watching me on
Is
TV.
anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back! Please stay back!
It's me, Revere. Revere killed the monsters, right? Cutscene.
What's that?
Revere! So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
This? No, don't do it!
Did she fall into an abyss portal?
I told you, Revere. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lonely pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rare, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Revere. Revere.
Flindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Revere? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
I Or did she go to that Crimson Moon spatial area?
I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
Right?
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Whew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate.
So I guess the cataclysm happened because the king wanted to use the abyss for energy to keep them afloat instead of Ermin's soul. And that's kind of ultimately how the great cataclysm happened.
I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
She's fine.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rarir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nod Krai in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now?
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. Yehoda?
Yes, boss.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself.
Oh my gosh.
Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flints and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work.
Watch them walk into him just like that. Have a bad feeling.
Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Where are
Boss,
What's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with.
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious.
Don't I have the best employees?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to
Which
rally,
means
everyone.
absolutely not.
Follow
You
me.
cannot have my employee.
As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Serpent and scorpion. Y'all, this is crazy. Why do I feel like we're in Sumeru?
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
We are in Sumeru.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour.
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean loose change?
We're in Nefer's memories? Whoa. This is where Nefer grew up, in Sumeru?
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently?
Get in his good books? Why?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I'll need his approval.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords.
Pile of stones. Got it.
It's crazy that this is freaking... Wait. It's above me. What do you mean? Oh, I went the wrong way. Bro, if Nefer ain't a lesbo, then I'm crazy. And that is not wishful thinking. From her and Yelan's first little interaction that I saw, that was crazy.
Hi, Dad.
Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty. Onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time.
Dance of Death, Serpent and Scorpion.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
In that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. You're a liar and a cheat.
So she feels some type of way about liars.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but you told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libation.
This is the finest wine our village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God.
The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place.
I don't recognize her.
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right, get over here. Sign.
So then, to the academia she goes.
Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Seeing her in academia is crazy work.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs.
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions? What's the other one?
You mean Aurora? Oh, like team-wise? Or Aurora and Charlotte? I don't know enough about any of those characters to really tell you. But I'd probably say Aurora.
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. As long as they put your name on the envelope.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Probably whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly,
Hey, you're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful, and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
Deep. So deep. That doesn't make me want to go back to work tomorrow.
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. Let's take a look.
Oh man, I'm getting so tired.
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. This one was never even opened. Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed. Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest.
All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds, in clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darsh. For example, my neighbor. This seems like something the academia would. Wait, what's this written? The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return. This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy. In recent years, the academia has taken on a... However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring. They do not even have full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service we pay to the policy of education for desert students truly, as Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. You and I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. Great letter. And the sender is... Huh? Sage Cyrus of Spontamod. I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in this place. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Whatever. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last... I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague's aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business, and I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details, so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago,
Okay, we
which
kind of
blocked up the well. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatala, we worship the Lord of Flowers, and I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. When we met, you assured me that you would be my... That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that we have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are...
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts. Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done.
Ooh. Daddy Problems 101, girl. I got you. Trust. Trust. I am all too familiar.
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags.
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. But it doesn't matter. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although,
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting...
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it.
But never...
All right, that's all from me.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
So now we're getting Nefer backstory in the middle of the Archon quest, and I kind of just want to continue with the Archon quest. Oh, this makes me so mad. We are almost adventure rank 57. Fine. I can't tell you how long we've been on 56. I don't remember the last time we gained an adventure rank. A year?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
She said she's a special ambassador like her dad.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Eab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
Yeah, Jan, that's where I'm at. I'm so not ready to go back to work tomorrow. Is tomorrow December 1st? Yep, it sure
You're
is.
not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the Academia. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration.
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, so let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well. What?
Well, don't just stand there.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military superiority, and yet...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you can—
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. That well is ours.
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I will find them.
Wow.
She did
All
that.
it took was a few words, and I've got him wrapped around my finger.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Eab.
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief, if you were the Academia, what would you do?
Kill them all.
That was a good call.
Of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Eab, natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well.
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how.
So she's become a good liar, all in the name of, like, literally just staying alive.
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters,
But your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What?
Dude, she's been through it.
I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, a chief needs to be tough to survive, but you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
You mentioned a temple. What's waiting for us there?
My biggest trade secret of all.
It's straight up liquid nitrogen.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into other people's minds.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's boss enough for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
What about him?
Well, he's not a small deal. Please, this is the bare-bone basics. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
Okay, yeah, let's get this part of the story over. Oh my gosh, we are not finishing this Archon quest tonight, y'all. Not even close. And it's concert season, so I'm going to have a lot of concerts coming up. In fact, next Sunday, I do have a concert. I don't know if I'll get home in time to stream. I would love to, but I think I might be pooped. Oops.
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
Kitty cat.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
The wild hunt?
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Combina? Is he in there? What? He was in her memories. So she peeked into his, but then he peeked into hers? How?
Timed that pretty well, didn't I?
Yeah, how did she get here in time? How'd she know?
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Wow.
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him. I was tracking him. Then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab, having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was. Seemingly, as I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. But I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
Nefer's a diva, and Dane cold and nice as usual, yeah.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
Whoa, what a kitty cat playset. That's sick.
Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari's background. I am pleased the Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story.
Nefer narrates Reaver's backstory to the group. At the Vinster King's behest, he gathered intelligence and assassinated descendants of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Unwilling to take down his beloved Thelindis, who was secretly of the Crimson Moon heritage, he then got dragged into court politics. Better Fulnir's voice, which spoke to him of his fate, was like a reflection of the moon. Though he could disturb the waters to gain some temporary relief, he was powerless to erase it entirely. In contrast, Rerir's own life was like a reflection of a broken moon. Once the stormy winds of fate blew across the water's surface, it was utterly destroyed. Thelindis smuggled away a piece of moon before disappearing through that mysterious portal. It was passed down through the ages, finally falling into the hands of the knave. But what lies on the other side of that portal? Is it really a whole other world? Thelindis never had the chance to share what she found there. Neither did Rerir, who followed her in.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never.
No?
But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lama, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before, but as is the case with all...
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power.
Do we need Sandrone's help in the Fatui to get that
And
power?
right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Reicher of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Thelindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Reicher of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the wild hunt is a distributed phenomenon.
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan.
Back at the hotel, you sit with Paimon for a while and discuss what lies ahead.
Hey, is this a bad time? Nice room.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out.
Honestly, I figured that might be the case.
So we have to kill him in there before he gets
How long
out.
have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will. Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
Bruh.
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help.
Right.
You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could... Great. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh, time has...
All right, so... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us...
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Reher of Solnari.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when...
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rehyr of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Thank you, Sir Vark.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board.
Varka gives a very knightly bow and says he'll see you at the hotel later. He has arranged for everyone to meet and finalize a plan of action. In an effort to lighten the mood, he booked out the hotel for this meeting so you could all chat over a drink. As the moon rises in the sky, you and Paimon leave your room, discussing whether Paimon has any other options than fruit juice. Everyone's already there waiting for you. They're chatting and smiling. Clearly, the rest has done them good, as well as the existing crew. Some unexpected help have arrived. Still, you remain conscious of the fact that the future of Nod Krai rests on what is decided tonight. So many lives are at stake, you may never meet most of them, but whether they know it or not, all of them are counting on you. Dory?
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rerir and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rerir has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail.
Plan approved.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama. So, the longer your name, the higher your network. In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Oh, Does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory?
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket.
Alice.
But now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Nod Krai is gonna go down the...
Okay.
Alice is
So
pleased,
what
Mom.
exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once!
You're right. It was all my fault.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant.
You will? Well, in the...
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari.
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know.
With an action plan in place, everyone chats among themselves. You and Paimon decide to check in and see how each stage of the preparations are going. Oh my god, so there's one more phase to all of this. Oh my gosh. Bruh, we can't do this. It's 10:19 where I am. I've got to go to sleep.
How are things going? Feeling ready?
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very... Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. Huh?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. My priority is doing the business that I want to do.
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
Oh god, here we go. Oh my gosh. Why do I have a feeling there's so much left? Guys, we have to stop here. I can't do it. Oh my gosh. This is the longest stream in a while, 3.5 hours.
Astra. Thank
Give
you for
me my primos.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
What was this? Check Valiant Chronicles? Local legends. Did I run into you? Did Miguel do that? Good job, Miguel. You sure did. Ah, world quests. Oh, guys, I really wish we could continue. I really do. But I have work, alas. And it is my night to sleep with the little baby. We were supposed to sleep train our baby this week, and he has been sick for a week. Like, sniffly, but for like no reason. Like, it seems like allergies, but like we just can't get his sniffles to stop, and it like breaks my heart because we literally can't give him allergy medicine. Like, we just can't. He's too young, so he gets weak allergy medicine, which is bogus. It's not enough for what he needs. Ugh. Anyway, I hate that we have to stop here. I wish I could stream one more night this week to finish it this week, because on Sunday I want to play my new Fire Emblem game. I want to play Fire Emblem Engage. I've been dying to start it, and I had to go to a cool little local shop to even find it. But I bought a used copy, but anywho. Just 5 more minutes more. Just 5 more minutes, Mom. Christina tomorrow, probably. Beautiful visuals. I know, this game really is so pretty. And the music makes me just want to like stay and hang out like all the time. But alas, it is time to go. If you guys didn't like the stream, please do that as well. I keep forgetting to ask, and I should probably be asking that every once in a while. But yeah, please
the
like the
scribe's
stream.
work is simple, which is exactly why I took
But yeah,
the position.
it's concert season for me. You were asking about how much Christmas music I play. I actually don't I don't do a full-on Christmas concert. For string players, I think it's more important to know how to play the classics, which I'm someone who like doesn't play the classics often. Like, I play a few for weddings. I do actually rock and roll. Like, that's what makes me money, rock and roll and pop music. But the classics, like the classical staples, help you with that. So that is what I have my students playing, is a lot of classical staples with a little bit of Christmas mixed in. So the only Christmas songs I'm playing is like a First Christmas March for some middle schoolers. It's like a medley of a bunch of Christmas tunes. I have a Jingle Bells at the Equator, which is like a really cute, like, a really cute version of Jingle Bells with like tambourine and egg shaker, and it's really cute. But it makes it a little more like Islander, I guess. It's a really cute version of Jingle Bells anyway.
There have been many poorly written applications lately.
And then my 6th graders,
guess
like, they
I'll
play
just have
Jingle
to reject
Bells,
them
Good
all.
King Wenceslas, Ode to Joy, stuff like that. Actually, I might have to cut Ode to Joy. We only have a week. A week for my 6th graders, a week and a half for my advanced kids, so kind of nervous about that. Especially because we've been off for a week, so we got to jump back on things. when we're playing Canon and D, and that's kind of a Christmas song to some people with the kids singing la 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 la. Yeah, that one. And then my high schoolers are playing Carol of the Bells. But it's called African Bell Carol. So it has like drums and they hit their instruments, and it's pretty much Carol of the Bells with a beat. Pretty cool.
Whatever.
We still don't have percussionists for that. The band director is supposed to help out with that, but we'll see. And I have uniforms that have to be ordered and no money at my middle school to do so. So I'm just not freaking out at all. Not freaking out at all.
Book learning
No.
alone is
There's
not
no
enough
sense
to
in
cultivate
freaking out.
intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
If I think about it, I just won't even sleep. So I'm just gonna let it be what it is till tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here.
Wait.
Sorry I didn't stream last week, but I hope you guys had a really good Thanksgiving and that you're going into the rest of this year and the month of December with a newfound and refreshed hope for the future. Unlike the sad things we saw in the game tonight, live your life truthfully so that you can experience all that comes with the truth and not living in lies and deceit that will get you here. Terrifying. Alright, Thomas, JM, and do you want to play a game in Star Ninja? If you're still here, have a great night, you guys, and take care of yourselves this week. Do some things for you and that keep you calm and relaxed. And
there have been many
take life
poorly
seriously,
written
do not be
applications
seriously,
lately.
and do your thing.
I guess
And pray
I'll
for
just
my
have to
thumb,
reject
'cause
them all.
It really has been bothering me this whole time, and it itches and it hurts. Okay, guys, have a good week. Bye.